Alright, so collaborations are a massive part of Grand Cross, and to be fair, boys, are probably the thing I look forward to the most in summoning, and to be fair, it's kind of the only thing I really summon for. I mean, if you follow the channel, you lot know I only release some for collab banners. I make my own collabs, so literally I've made 3 of them. 4th one is in production, so I'm coming out sometime soon. And because of that, the question I see a lot on the channel and also in the community is, well, should free-to-play summon for collab banners or should they skip them? And with the ReZero collaboration come back in 1 week's time, I thought it might be a good time to talk about this. And is it worth summoning on a collab banner if you're free-to-play? Let's just jump in.
Full counter.
Alright, so I'm at Diners Hill, but basically my opinion is we actually have gotten a massive buff towards collab banners comparable to last year, and our actual normal banners, even festivals, have been nerfed. And let me explain. So right now, this was the old collab banner. This is a very, very bad banner, probably one of the worst. And if you were to ask me if a free-to-play should summon for that banner, I would say absolutely not, because, well, at least in that case, Emilia was by far the best character, and you had to get a 6/6. But also the big thing last year was, well, we used to get a lot of 2-man banners, 2-person banners, 2-unit banners, and because of that, the value for a standard SSR banner was actually quite high. It was 1% chance, and if you go back and look, basically, the value was there, boys. You were getting a lot of value for your 600 damage that you were spending, where now we're no longer getting that. So, just a quick example, you go back towards 2021, basically, you can kind of see the first one, Valentin Eastern, 2-person banners. Granted, there were some solo banners with seasonal characters, and Denzel was free basically, so it doesn't count basically. But you know, you had a 3-man banner with obviously Ragnarok, another 2-man banner with Ragnarok. Roxy was a step up here as well. Festival, 2-person banner, 2-person banner, 2-person banner, which was a festival, but that's when we kind of nerf festivals here as well. Another 2-man banner with a step up in between. Another 2-person banner, a 2-person banner again. You get my point, right? There were a lot of 2-person banners where now, with the release of Services Origins, I say release, but the announcement of Services Origins on January 27th was the last day we got a 2-person banner. So it's very obvious right now that, well, because of obviously Services Origins, we are getting nerf banners, because literally throughout the whole year, apart from obviously the collab banner, which is obviously a rerun, we have been getting solo banners, and the rate is still the exact same, 0.5. So now, where before was 1 in 3 chance to get a new character, it's now 1 in 6, because now, granted, it was still probably 1 in 6 if you wanted the character specifically. Like, we go towards Miguelda, yes, you probably wanted Miguelda over Merlin because she was really, really bad, but still, at least if you got Merlin, you're still gonna happy because it was a new character. You got some more box CC, and you got some more what do you call it, constellation points, right? It was still kind of nice to pull a character on a new banner because it was still 1 in 3 chance to get a new character, where now it's now 1 in 6, like I mentioned. However, the collab banners with the new part 2s, and this is more in particular towards part 2 banners, the reruns, because they have a lot of value. We haven't seen a new banner or new collaboration banner come out for a very long time now, so we don't know how they're going to act. It's possible they're going to be the exact same as the ReZero banner like last year, and at that point it might be really, really bad here. But if we go in particular towards part 2 banners, they have a lot of value, mainly because, well, it's a 2-person banner, so the rate is 0.5 for both characters, so it is 1% overall, 1 in 3% chance to get a new character. However, the filler rate has got the old collab banners, meaning it depending on what collab it is. If it is you know, we're going to be getting ReZero, it will be 4 characters, meaning the rate should be the exact same as King of Fighters, so it will be 1.4. So the overall rate to pull a new ReZero character coming out in 1 week's time will be 1.5%. That's not bad. That's a lot of value for 600 diamonds to have a chance to get new characters. Now, obviously, the big thing as well, we get 3 relics, and that's probably the most important thing, because if you are free to play, for example, right, you probably cannot defeat floor 2, depending on what raid boss it is, right? So getting relics may be hard for you. So having a collab banner with probably the highest rate for a new character on every single banner we've gotten so far, and only for 600 diamonds. My whole point is there's a lot of value right now in the part 2 collaboration banners that actually, you know, you could consider something if you are free to play. Yes, you can't get cosmetics, I know that, but still, I think if you are free to play, you can accept it. You're not going to start first always. And Rimuru, I mean, to be fair, Rimuru at 1.6 for 600 diamonds, it's worth it. Like, I know you can't buy cosmetics, and you may fall off later on because, well, you can't really max them out, but the guy's still so good, man. And I think it does depend on what the character is, because at least for Rimuru, he's not limited to being on the unknown team. You can run him on any team, basically, and still have a lot of value for him. So yes, the CC might hurt you, but you can kind of compensate with your other high CC characters to try and start first. So yes, I do think right now, free-to-plays could summon for collaborations. Could. Not that they should. They could summon for collaborations because the value is there for 600 diamonds. Where last year and the year before, no, there was no value. The use weren't that good, and even still, the chance of you getting a character was not in your favor, where now it's actually in your favor. You have more than 50% chance to get a new character, or at least a collaboration character, and the characters aren't that bad. So I think with the wait and see what Echidna and Reinhardt does do, rather than just saying, no, you shouldn't summon because you're free to play, I think you can consider it. Because I do believe the reruns are actually have massive value. You're getting 6 characters that you may obviously not get them all, but if you do get them, you're going to get 6 free relics. You're going to get the chance to even get 6 new characters. You can't say that on a lot of banners. Now, obviously, if you are free to play, let me stress enough, you shouldn't be summoning for every single banner, and even so, you can skip the collaborations, because to be fair, if you are free to play, you should only really be summoning for the light and dark type characters. Basically, from what it looks like right now, every 6 months, we're going to get either a light or dark type character. So, Traitor Million Light, Elizabeth, these are must summons. You cannot skip these characters because these do not return on normal festival banners like how with Esterosa. Esterosa right now could be a skip because literally I can wait, what, like 6 months, and he'll come out on the coin shop where I can just buy him, right? To be fair, Esterosa might even be on the next dark type banner. He might be the next light type banner because these live and dark type banners have both Holy War and also normal festivals. The Yan, your Lost Fane, your Ragnarok, or your Perfectly Bond, you're the one Escanor. Like, my whole point is you should definitely, as a free to play, prioritize the light and dark type banners over anything else. However, I think right now with how the collab banners have been buffed with 3 relics and the fact we have now 6 characters, you could consider summoning. It's not just an absolute no. That's my whole point. It's not a must summon, but you can now consider summon for collab banners because they now have a lot of value compared to other banners in the game. So, yeah, boys, thank you for watching. Hopefully, this ain't a massive just what are you talking about video, but I do think collab banners have a bit of value now comparable to other banners in the game. So, yeah, boys, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think, but don't roast me too much if I have got a bad take here, but I do think this is my opinion, and I think, you know what, if I was free to play, I would be summoning. But I guess that's because, well, it is an actual collaboration, meaning we're going to get some sort of a new IP into the game. So if you love, you know, Echidna, Reinhardt, you're going to summon for them even if they are bad. But I still think right now the fact that normally, I mean, we've seen so far with Terry, who was a top tier character for the Barn team, Rimuru was a top tier character for any team basically. So Echidna could be another top tier character that you even might want to summon for just because she's actually really good at the game, rather than the fact that you may not like her or you dislike her. But yeah, boys, that is basically it. I will say one thing though, this was some screenshots I took when with Rimuru. This was basically him with like max CC with max cosmetics and also all cosmetics that you paid for. But then when I untook the ones that I paid for off, I lost around 2k CC. So like I did say, 2k CC is going to make a massive difference. But if you are free to play, you can compensate somehow with it. And if you are free to play, you should kind of accept it that the meta is always changing and you're always going to be pulling for new characters and you're not really going to have one main team, or you may have one main team but it may get outdated fast enough, so you have to keep on summoning. It's just how it is as a free to play. So like I say, boys, I do believe right now collaborations are, you could consider some of them. It's not a guaranteed yes, it's not a guaranteed no. You gotta wait and see what happens. So yeah, boys, thank you for watching, and yeah, peace.